My golden child brother has to nearly pay $20,000 for breaking the law. Now my family is angry that I won't be his personal assistant since he can't do anything. My older brother was pulled over for not following/disregarding a road sign. His car was not insured, and he gave the police officer a fake insurance card that he had bought online from some guy. Mind you, the minimum fine for giving the police a fake insurance card is $10,000, $12,505 including costs and surcharges. Driving without insurance cost him $6,255. Not to mention, his license was suspended for 30 days. The total fine for not obeying the road sign is $110 and 3 points. So in total my brother now owes $18,870 in fines. He has 1 year to pay the fines. As long as he makes payments towards them weekly or every 2 weeks, he will be able to apply for an extension when the 1 year is up. If he doesn't pay the fines, his driver's license will be suspended, and driving on a suspended license can lead to jail time, but he won't go to jail for not paying the fines. My brother's car was impounded and he had to sell it to afford the impound fees and his legal fees. Because of his insurance fraud, no regular insurance company will take him on as a customer now. His only option is something called facility insurance, and the price would be astronomical. His only option now is public transportation, or ride-sharing apps/cabs if it isn't too expensive. My parents have been driving him to work sometimes, but they expect me to do it when they can't, which means I would be driving him at least 90% of the time. They tried to get me to do this, and I very clearly said no. He is not my responsibility, and it's not my fault he got into this mess in the first place. There are various options for him that aren't me. He's 26 years old, so he is old enough to know better. My brother got really angry at me and said I needed to do this for him. When I asked why, he said it's because we're family and blood runs thicker than water. I told him that he would never do the same for me if the roles were reversed, because he's been a horrible brother all my life. I reminded him of the time he stole my girlfriend, crashed my very first car that I worked hard to buy, and he somehow made my graduation party all about himself. So no, blood did not run thicker than water. He said that was all in the past, so I had to forgive him. My answer was still no, and he threw a fit. My parents said I was out of the will if I didn't do as they said, which wasn't as big of a threat as they thought it was. I hate how entitled my brother is acting and how my parents are enabling it. They are so angry that I refuse to chauffeur him around and be at his beck and call, no matter how inconvenient it is to me. I have a job and I don't live with my parents, so they can't actually punish me besides being angry. I still hate how they won't stop saying I'm his only option, even though he has no one to blame but himself. Still, they've been harassing me about it nonstop, and my brother even showed up to my apartment with a suitcase, saying he'll live with me to make things easier for the both of us. I've never shut a door quicker in my life. He banged on my door for a few minutes, before resorting to camping out there. I threatened to call the police, but he didn't budge. He ended up calling our parents and they got here really quickly. They said I had to obey them because they're my parents. They were giving me a lecture through the door and I just wasn't having it. I called the police to get them out of there. When they arrived, the police basically said, "Not this guy again." They told them to leave before my brother got into more trouble. They left at that, but that wasn't it. They told the rest of the family that I'm refusing to help my brother in his time of need, and now they think I'm the devil or something.